Till Death Do Us Apart by Cassidy Snodgrass. A woman's wedding day is supposed to be one of the best days of her life. Dressing in a perfect white dress, having beautiful flowers, and an amazing soon-to-be husband. It's the day every little girl dreams of. No one thinks that when they make this commitment, it'll turn out to be one of the worst days of their life. I woke up around midnight that night. I had a feeling that something was off, but I just thought I was getting cold feet. I stood in front of the mirror, staring at the dress on the door. Is this a mistake? I whispered to myself. Everyone gets cold feet. It's a normal thing. Victor is probably thinking the same thing. I headed back to bed, trying to fall back asleep, but I kept thinking about tomorrow. What if the food is bad or the flowers don't show up? What if Victor doesn't show up? I ended up falling back asleep around 5. There was a knock at the door when I woke up. What? I stated. I saw my sister walk in. Why aren't you up? You have to do your hair and makeup and then put on your dress. It takes at least 30 minutes to drive up to the venue. Okay, I'll get ready. Can you help me curl my hair? I asked her. She started doing my hair when I got a call from Victor's dad. He told me that Victor is a nervous wreck and asked if I was too. Obviously, I said yes, but I was also really excited. Around an hour later, my hair was done and so was my makeup. I hate wearing makeup. It makes me look like I'm not a real person. Almost like he took a picture and photoshopped everything about me. Once I put on the dress, I looked at myself in the mirror. I never thought I'd be the type to get married. I thought I'd be living alone with 30 cats and one of those crazy cat ladies. It took 45 minutes to get to the venue since we were going slower than the speed limit. I could see the lights from the venue, and that's when I started to calm down. Today was going to be one of the best days of my life. We pulled up to the building right by the actual venue, and I ran inside and saw my dad staring at me.
You look amazing. Your sister isn't here yet, but she said she's around 5 minutes away. Once she gets here, we'll be ready.
I sat down on the couch on the opposite side of the room. I took deep breaths, closed my eyes. My sister came running in, and she said she was ready. We all walked down the aisle, and then it was my turn. I looked down at my dad, grabbed his arm, and we both took deep breaths. If I fall, you have to fall too. Make it look like we planned it, I told my dad while laughing.
No one's going to fall. Remember, right foot, left foot, and we'll both be okay.
I heard the music playing, and that's when I knew it was our turn. We walked down the aisle, and everyone stood up. I looked from my feet, and there was Victor. He was looking at me, smiling. That's when I started to smile. Once I reached him, my dad gave me a hug and took a seat.
We are gathered here today for the wedding of Victor Van Dort and Emily Merrimack. We shall start with the vows that both the bride and the groom have written. Mr. Van Dort, you may read yours. How lucky am I to call you mine. Your love and trust makes me a better person, each and every day. For all those times that we've been together, there's always been a mutual understanding that's only shared when two people love each other truly. You were there for my greatest challenges. You encouraged me to grow. You helped me believe in myself, become the person that I am today. In your arms and by your side. I know I can do anything. I'm proud to call you my wife.
I couldn't hold back the tears. I know that Victor hates expressing his feelings, and this was the best thing he has ever told me. I know he loves me, and I know he cares, and this just proves he does.
Mrs. Merrimack, you may say your vows now.
The priest stated. I turned around to my sister, and she handed me my paper. My hands were shaking, but somehow I was able to calm down. Do you remember the first day we met? I knew the very first moment I saw you. I knew we were meant to be together for all of our days. You have become my lover, my compassion, and my best friend. There is no one else I'd rather build my life with. I get to have you by my side, my love, and my husband for eternity. I went to go on when we heard this loud whistle. I looked at Victor, and I saw him looking at the crowd.
What's going on? What was that sound?
Victor yelled. That's when we heard running. Around a dozen dogs came running towards us. Everyone started to scream and run, and that's when one of them came after me. Everything went black after that. On September 16, 2005 was my wedding day and my death day. The day that every little girl dreams of has turned into the day I wish never happened. I never got to be Mrs. Van Dort. We never even got there. Once the police came, the paramedics declared Victor, my sister, Mom, Dad, and I dead. I thought when I woke up, I thought I was in the hospital, but I was covered in dirt. Next to me was Victor looking at me. What happened? Why aren't we at our wedding?
It's okay.
He told me.
Everything will be okay. Just give me your hand and we can go. We'll be together now.